Happy not Monday, happy Tuesday. That's right, happy Tuesday. Hopefully everyone's having an awesome Tuesday. I don't know if I'm going to be doing videos over Thanksgiving. Kind of burnt out. Not necessarily burnt out on YouTube, just burnt out in general. I don't know if anyone else is feeling this. I don't know if it's seasonal depression that I normally get, but I'm just not feeling it. Being short tempered. But we're going to talk about politics, which is stemming to it. Biden extends student loan payment freezes as forgiveness program is tied up in courts. I still think that Biden doesn't have the authority to cancel student loan. I think it has to come from Congress. Even Nancy Pelosi said it came from Congress. I think if Biden wins, then it's going to remove a check on balance, and then a president after him, which is probably going to be Trump, is going to be able to make these decrees, and is going to be challenged saying he doesn't have the authority, even though Biden did, but Trump wouldn't. It makes no sense to me. But anyways, Biden administration's yet again extended the pause of federal student loan payments, a benefit that began in March 2020. Yeah, 2020. Actually, no, it didn't. It actually began in. That began sooner than that, because I forgot when COVID hit. That was like 2019, because Trump did it. March 2020 to help people who are struggling financially due to the COVID pandemic. I don't know. I know that Trump did it. The extension comes as Biden administration student loan forgiveness program is tied up in courts. Officials had told borrowers that the forgiveness program, which is worth up to $20K in debt relief per borrower, would be implemented before the loan payment were set to resume in January. The payment pause will last until 60 days after litigation is resolved. If the program has not been implemented and the litigation has not been resolved by June 30th, payments will resume 30 days after that, according to the Department of Education. I'm completely confident my plan is legal, said President Joe Biden in a video posted to Twitter Tuesday, referencing his student loan forgiveness program. Whether or not it's legal or fair, it's actually not up to the president to do that. Only Congress could do it. But it isn't fair to ask tens of millions of borrowers eligible for relief to resume their student debt payment while the courts consider the lawsuit. Absolutely, it's fair. Absolutely, it's fair. You know, I would love to have my interest frozen on my property. I'll be able to make payments, and all of it will go towards the principal. That would be awesome. I mean, they're getting a discount right now because they still haven't made payments or interest hasn't been occurring, and that's the bulk of the interest. That's what the banks are able to make money off of, is the interest. So let's say if I lend you $5 and I'm asking $6 back, I'm making $1 profit. That's how loans work. Last week, the Department of Justice asked the Supreme Court to step in to reinstate the student loan forgiveness program while legal challenges play out. The program was struck down by a lower court judge in Texas on November the 10th. The payment pause extension gives the Supreme Court time to hear the case in its current term. Biden said the administration had previously said the most recent extension until the end of December would be the last. Well, you know, politicians lie. Tuesday announcements marked the 8th time the payment restarted due to rescheduling since March 2020. Borrow balances have effectively been frozen since then, with no payment required on most federal student loans. During this time, interest has stopped adding up and the collections on defaulted debt has also been on hold. But you can still make payments. You can still make payments. So it's almost 2 years, over 2 years that no payment had to be made. I'll be making payments. The years-long freeze on payments and interest is expected to cost the government 155 billion through the end of 2022, according to an estimate by a committee of responsible federal budget. The new extension will add that in total, if Biden's student loan forgiveness is allowed to move forward, individual borrowers who earn less than 125,000, either in 2020 or 2021, or married couples or heads of household who make less than 250,000 annually in those years, can see up to 10 grand of their federal student loan debt forgiven. If a qualified borrower received a federal Pell Grant who enrolled in college, the individual is eligible up to 20K of debt forgiveness. The story has been updated with additional information. If I was an ex-college student who benefited from the debt freeze or the loan freeze, I'll be taking advantage of that because I'm considerably responsible. And I know that some students are not considerably responsible. I'm sure that there are many students out there that took advantage of this, understood the gift that they were given, and were able to pay off their student loans or make a huge dent into it. Because I certainly would. Because this is a gift to extend it. Now, are they going to extend it one more time? I don't know. I don't know what Biden's plan is, but he wants his won't exactly say a legal plan to go through. The reason why I'm saying legal is because he doesn't have the authority. Only Congress has the authority to forgive debt. Unless Congress passes a bill for Biden to sign, then he can't, as a president, just wipe out loans. He's not a CEO. He's not someone that owns a business that could wipe out debt. This is a government facilities, and we have separation of powers. And I don't think he has the power to forgive debt. I mean, it sounds great, but who's to stop the next president saying, we're going to do X, Y, Z? The previous president did it, so I'm able to do it. Who's to say that that won't be something that's going to be continuing on? Because this is something, an issue that needs to be contested. It needs to keep both Congress and the president in check, and I don't think it's being done here. And this is why we have the court systems. This is why we have the Supreme Court to determine what the role of the president can be and what the role of Congress can be. And now, when they work together, they can pretty much do anything. And if the Congress wants to pass a law to give the president this power, then they can. But anyways, that's my video, and I hopefully the people that have this debt are paying off of it, because this is a gift. You're not making any interest payments. It's all going towards principal, and when you can knock down the principal, it means less interest. That being said, leave a comment down below on what your thoughts are, and also, most importantly, have yourself a wonderful day, morning, or evening.